Hey guys, this is the Completionist, and welcome to part 2 on how to complete UN Squadron for the Super Nintendo. Let's go into the option menu to prepare ourselves on playing the game on a harder difficulty. In the option menu, we have the ability to set the difficulty from easy mode to hard mode. If you have the second controller plugged in and you hold the X and A buttons, if you press the right directional button on the first controller, you can bring up an even harder difficulty known as gamer mode. In order to unlock the final Easter egg of the game, you need to beat the game on either hard mode or gamer mode without using any continues, so there is no point in making the game any harder than what it already is. So for the time being, we'll stay on hard mode. When it comes to selecting your character, you need a pilot that will survive the onslaught of bullets that will be coming at you, so I definitely recommend Greg Gates because he can recover from damage the quickest out of all three pilots. I will warn you, when playing this game on a harder difficulty, your flying skills will need to be at their absolute best, because you will see lots of this, and lots of this, and lots of this. It is more important than ever to make sure you make the most out of any power-ups you can get in this game, because you need to find a way to keep yourself alive. You pretty much use the same strategies you have used before when it came to fighting the bosses in this game. Granted, you have to do a lot more dodging. I just wanted to take the time to show you how intense some of the boss fights are by looking at my most hated boss in the entire game, which is the ceiling tank. Anytime you fight this boss, you absolutely need that shield power-up. When I was completing this game on hard mode, this is actually my 4th attempt at this boss. Well, that shield didn't last long. I guarantee you'll definitely be taking damage in this boss fight. You constantly need to be on the move at all times. It is insane the amount of stuff you need to dodge, and you better find the right time to use those Mega Crushes. Come on, come on. Phew, this boss is always a lot of trouble. Even with the final boss, which I assure you is not as difficult as the ceiling tank, it can still be troublesome because the bullets will be flying at you at a faster rate. Just keep persevering and you'll eventually get through it. I can't believe I managed to beat it with just one bomb left and my health at a dangerously low level. With UN Squadron now defeated on hard mode, what is the final Easter egg, you may ask? Well, during the thank you for playing screen, you get a bunch of Moby-chans walking underneath the Capcom logo. It seems like a big cop-out for playing a hard game on a harder difficulty, but at least when you see this screen, you know you have now fully completed UN Squadron. So there we have it, guys. We have now successfully completed UN Squadron for the Super Nintendo. Now guys, as I said before, you need to give this game a lot of practice and a lot of patience to be good at it. The thing is that some of the bullet hell patterns and some of the bosses can be incredibly annoying, but I guarantee you the more times that you play this game, the better you will be at it. Always remember that certain planes work well against certain bosses, and try to make the most out of as many power-ups you can get throughout all the stages. If you do that, then with enough perseverance you should be able to complete this game. This game remains one of the best side-scrolling shooters for the Super Nintendo for a reason, and I truly hope that you enjoy it as much as I have. Now guys, if for any apparent reason, if you do like UN Squadron, other excellent side-scrolling shoot-em-ups I can definitely recommend for the Super Nintendo are Gradius 3 for the Super Nintendo. It is one of the best Gradius games in the series, but this game is as difficult as UN Squadron, or even more difficult, so definitely give this game a try if you want a challenge. And some other SNES titles I can recommend are Phalanx and Super R-Type. So anyway guys, that takes care of another episode of The Completionist. So anyway guys, take care, and I wish you nothing but the best. Later.